Oh,
second
okay.
die.
Yeah. Wait, die.
They didn't have to boot them. All right, they did it themselves.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ashley, no! It's being an enabler.
Don't go back in, Aoshi.
No, I'm for to me.
Oh, I see.
Wait, why didn't that do the thing?
Okay, trigger's not Magnum.
Okay, hang on. Don't say the name
There
of
it
the
is.
suit. I'm about to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's during prime times. Just about every server has. Even the smaller servers have like 1,000 people.
Hey, I got it. I got the start, Jegan. Thank you very much, Ashley. Much appreciated. Let's go.
Good. Yeah.
Got your boy.
Hype. Good luck, hype. There we go.
Alright, so start Jegan. We do have it. Shrapnel. So right off the bat, we got Shrapnel Bazooka. Just the regular Stark Jegan Hyper Bazooka, which is something that the support could use as well. Single level of the Stark Jegan Beam Saber. Still in effect here. 21k. Or not 21k, 2100. And actually nice that we get the beam rifle as a secondary and the shoulder pods, which apparently it's the pods that are actually guided, right? Because there's also the grenade launcher. We'll probably check in a second. VP system. So going down to stats real quick. Melee priority 2. It's got space priority or space compatibility. 550 suit, both for ground and space. Probably definitely gonna see these in clan matches a lot. HP is 17,000. Ballistic is 25. Beam resistance is 20. Melee resistance is 20. Range strength is 25. Melee strength is 25. Movement speed is 125. Top speed is 215. Thruster speed is thruster gauge is 75, and turning speed is 63. For parts, we're talking close 12, medium 18, and long range is 10. The missiles, I'm actually not super sure. We'll see that in a second when we mess around with it in the practice. I think someone else mentioned that it maybe can. And then of course for skills, we have emergency evade 1, flight control program 2, glide structure 3, anti-blast stabilizer 1, high performance balancer 1, melee combo controller 1, high spec ambac 2, force injection 2, high performance radar 2, special shoulder add-on buffer 1, back binder special cushioning 2, which puts it at 15, and then for the shoulders it's 1, which is 10%. And then something a little different here, we have something called EX Boost, which is essentially Overboost Light. Press the touchpad to activate the ability to temporarily boost mobility and notifies thruster consumption while activated. Emergency evasion or tackles affect the length, which means if you do those while you're in the time limit, it'll actually cancel out the boost itself. The effect ends after a long overheat state, can't be reactivated. So it's a one and done per life. So also keep that in mind. There's no cooldown on that. So there's interesting trade-offs for both, right? Because overboost you can do again once you actually get your boost, but you buckle your knees and it kind of fucks you up for a little bit. And you can also as a result you can tackle and roll a bunch. So this is just like a lighter version of that you can just use once. Mostly I would assume either just because you want to keep maneuvering or because you just want to run, right? If you just want to be able to boost all the way back to something. But let's try to head on over there into a practice. Check all this out. Let me put my buttons as well. But alright, yeah, we're in here. Let's try to get going. Take a gander. Wow, so that's just straight up. One thing I do want to see is if it immediately shoots out. Ah, no, so there is some distance to it, but that shotgun is pretty much no fun gun level. Yeah, man, that's not messing around. Melee is a little dramatic. Oh, that actually didn't stun.
So you'll need to be comfortable with the controls.
So the wrist rockets looks like it's just for extra, but it actually, much like the Zero Shiki, it doesn't stun. But considering you also have the missile pods, then we can show off the guiding here too.
Wow, you're good! There are 3 mobile suit categories. Each has its own role in combat.
One thing to see here, so...
To the other categories.
So a little bit under half for the Vulcan stun. And it's actually pretty fast. Like, that's not bad at all. Let's see what like the outer range for this shot. Maybe, because my thing is that
General type mobile suits feature a well.
yeah, I can still do it from outside of the green range or outside of the blue range.
Establishing and holding the battle line. They deal increased damage to
That is
enemy
not bad
units.
at all. It's a little slight until you get a decent distance in terms of the guiding for the missiles. Also, something to keep in mind is that this actually has a stab for its downswing.
During ground battles,
There's a bit of a thrust in there.
can cripple its effectiveness.
Why does that look like?
Mindful of damage and strain on your own limbs. And
Okay, for a second I thought that reticle meant that it was charged. Let me find a raid. Damn, 3552 just with that. Oh, well, that I fucked that up. Hold on. 900 per? Wow. So, also to keep in mind, this is just the raw suit, no parts, no upgrades. And I guess one other thing I want to look at is what we can do in terms of damage here. That doesn't look like a lot, but that's actually surprising.
ASL is a handy function that automatically
That is
even weaker
that
weapons.
is not bad actually. And again, this is without any firing mods or anything.
ASL.
So having several of these going at a base at once, pretty hellacious.
An enemy base is taken.
Overall, just seeing it in some of the custom rounds that we saw, pretty solid. I have a very bad feeling that when I go in for melee, I'm gonna constantly forget that this doesn't have a regular downswing, and I'm gonna try to like nail someone really close, and it's just gonna fucking like, you know. But thankfully, it's a little forgiving on the left side. Let's try that again. Like if we get around here, yeah, that's too far. Okay, so maybe around.
Nope.
Practically. Yeah. So shoulder to shoulder contact, or at least close proximity. If you're gonna try to not do it on like the right side, and it still counts it. Okay. Also, ooh, got that aerial control, so aiming the Zook's kind of weird since it's lower, is holding it like a lug. Yeah. I don't really like underslung weapons. Zeta suits kind of popularized that. It's not my favorite. It's extra thing you can't boost while, or you can't fire while boosting for the shoulder missiles. It's not a thing. Oh, also the extra boost. So if you roll, it overheats it immediately.
The majority of combat happens in a mobile suit, so you'll need
Overheats prolonged, so it's gonna take a hot minute to actually get back. Yeah, overall pretty nice. Not the fastest thing on two legs, but it doesn't really have to be. It still has the basic maneuverability down. Can still boost around in there and not have to worry too much. So definitely gonna see a lot of these in clans in space. A lot of good coverage, and I'm sure it's probably even zippier up there since it does have that compatibility. So definitely gonna be trying this out. Hopefully, this will be a good driver for me in clans in particular, and for anyone else, be sure to let us know your experiences as the week goes on. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.